This is Tammy, and I'm coming on live today just to talk about shifting your energy so that you can manifest whatever you desire. And so I got that topic because that is exactly just like I've spoken to you before what I am doing. I am shifting my energy so that I can manifest. And so I hadn't had a situation like that where we were preparing to do something, and I just was like, I don't know if I want to do this, and part of it was, um, the old thing in your mind that you deal with the money situation. So you're like, okay, I want to do this, but can we really do this? And it be comfortable, and we be in a space where we're not struggling to you know to do anything. And so what I learned is that when you begin to do this and you start setting intentions of who are you becoming and what are you standing into? Because my thing is I set intentions to be a frequency of abundance. So the thing of it is when you begin to start to set that intention that you are going to be in that frequency, things will come and challenge you along the way. I mean, it's not like like you just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and then it just happens. That's not how that is. Things will challenge you along the way. And so as you go, it really serves to shift your mindset and really begin to discover who you are on the inside. And so as you start shifting your energy, and I have an example of that where I went to a spa. And when we went, the girl, usually they're really kind when you come in and they're kind of sweet, and but when we went to this particular place, the girl's energy was off, and I was already irritated just talking to her initially. And so what I did was I checked my irritation, and that's something that you can do. I checked my irritation, and then I started shifting the energy. And what I did was I just started connecting with my breath. Nobody really knew what I was doing, but I started connecting with my breath, just breathing, taking deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, little ones, so it wasn't obvious that I was doing something, anything. But I took little short, deep breaths and just blew it out. And then I set the intention that I needed this energy shifted, because the story of it is my husband really wanted a massage. And so it was late in the day, but we had called and asked them if they could get us in, and she said yes. And so we get there, she's got a scowl on her face, and to be perfectly honest, I was ready to walk out the door. I'm not a bro, but thank you. Hello, how you doing? um I was ready to walk out the door. I was ready to just dip. But then I started thinking, I said, he really wants this massage. I needed it too, but I don't, allow people's crazy energy in there. Okay, you about to be gone. Thank you. Thank you. You're about to be gone, baby, because I'm not even trying to do it. Okay. All right. So, anyway, as you begin to move through these energies. And the thing of it is once I started doing that, I started really connecting with my breath, and I started really making decisions and setting intentions in that moment. I mean, this all happened within like 30 seconds, a minute type of thing. And as it started going through, I was like, okay, yes, this is definitely the way to do this. Because here's what I said, this is what I've learned. And so I need to put it into practice, and especially because I also teach this stuff. So I was like, okay, let me see how this works. Because I've done it on different scales, but this time it was a little different because I did it in the moment. Like I've done it like outside of the moment, maybe before, or maybe even, sometimes after, things had occurred. But I did this in the moment. I started just really connecting with my breath and really connecting with my spirit team, and just having this conversation with God in my head while I was standing there, in this lady's presence, because I knew that this energy had to be shifted in order for us to get this massage. Because we wanted to get it. We both needed it because we hadn't had one in a while, and we really tried to keep up with that type of self-care. But you can also do this in other instances, because I've also done that even when I've gone to like different stores and stuff. You go in and sometimes, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Hello. And so you go in and maybe you encounter something that's contrary to what it is that you want to see. You know, you can shift that energy. It is possible to shift the energy. There's a lot of different ways to do it. That was one way, and that's mostly the way that I do it, because that works for me. But I invite you to find your way. And if you have a way, drop it in the comments and share with us and let us know if you have a way that you typically shift energy. Because the thing about this, and this is why I love to come on here and talk about this, because so many people gatekeep in spirituality. They gatekeep. To me, they do just the same thing like they do in religion. Oh, you have to be here, or you have to study for 12 years, or you have to be under, such and such a guru, or you have to, be practicing and taking courses for, 12,000 years. I'm so sorry. That's okay. I don't know if y'all can translate the language. Kazakhstan. Okay. Well, thank you for joining anyway. But it's like, but you don't have to do all that. And you also lean more to spirit than any of those other people anyway. You definitely want to lean to spirit. And that's one of the things, because I've seen so much. It's like they keep people out of connecting to their soul and connected to their spirit team. From right now, I'm in Salt Lake City. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, US, right now. So beautiful. See it behind me? So beautiful. I'm in this amazing, beautiful hotel, the Grand American Hotel. Amazing, beautiful. We've had an awesome time. I came for my son's graduation from college, so we came to support him. And we stayed an extra day because we needed to decompress. We needed this downtime. But I was thinking about this, and I said, let me come on and just share with the people and talk to them about shifting the energy. Because, so many times we are in these spaces and we don't even realize that we can shift the energy, because it's up to us. What kind of energy people have in our, right? It's gorgeous. I was so mesmerized almost, because I had no expectations. I didn't know what it was like here, because, different things. But it's beautiful. This is my first time coming here, and we decided that it wouldn't be our last. We'll definitely come again. And this kid is going back to get his master's, so we may come again to see him graduate. But yeah, so I'm just like, you can shift that energy. So if you go in a place and you feel the energy is off, or it's not like what you want, and you're thank you, I appreciate that. I'll sure let him know, because he's over the moon, because he felt like it took him so long and all this kind of stuff. But I told him, don't worry about any of that. You got it done. That's the point. Doesn't matter if it took you 5, 10, 40 years like me to finish your degree. I mean, it doesn't matter. Once you get it done, you're done. You have that. Nobody can take it away. That's what you have. And I'm so excited about that. But yeah, so if you go in a place and you feel the energy's off, you just start shifting it. You start setting intentions in your mind. You start connecting with your spirit team to shift that energy, because we can do it. A lot of times we put up with stuff because we don't know that we are in charge of our energy, and we are in charge of the energy around us. And so when you realize that, and you really start to connect, with your God team, your God self, and you realize that, the energy around you is precious. And that's what I do. So if the energy, if people are, crazy around me and stuff like that, I have to disconnect from that energy, or I have to shift it. It depends on, what happens. But typically when you start staying in communication with your God self and with the universe, source, God, whatever you call them, or him, her, them, when you start staying in communication with that, absolutely. Absolutely. I was excited about that, because y'all, he was like, he's my last one to get a college degree. All the other, I have 3, and the other two already finished. One of them, she's talking about going back to school, but who knows? And I have my daughter-in-law, she's also going back to school, so it's amazing. I mean, the children are really, getting what they need, and I'm super grateful. And for me, I think about it, I worked so much when those kids were young. I worked so much because y'all know in America we work so much, way too much. But we work so much, and I work so much that I am just grateful that those kids, came through. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And back at you, same. And if you guys are on TikTok, I go on there and I do prayers, healing, messages from spirit, messages from heaven as well, live. And I typically go every day, but because I'm traveling, I probably will not do that today. I probably will wait until tomorrow. But I typically go live pretty much every day. Unless, like I said, traveling or something is happening or whatever. I mean, my energy's off because I don't come on if my energy's off either. I don't believe in that because energy transfers. And people that are empathic and people that are empaths, they pick up the energy, and I know that because that's me. I do. So if my energy's off, you will not see me. I'm just not, I can't do it, because, I feel like this, I'm ethical, and I don't want to be the source of somebody's bad energy. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that, and I'm not going to do that because I'm ethical and I believe in this work. So again, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yes, I got you. We pray for them all the time. Thank you. My husband and I pray for them all the time because I know y'all got some rough stuff going on over there, But I appreciate you for joining me. I'm about to get off here so we can get ready to get out of this hotel room and get ready to go, get back on the road and go home. But I just wanted to come on here and just share this little, message with you guys because I know that if it helps me, I'm sure that it helps many of you guys. So make sure that you help me by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And then if you're on TikTok, join me over there. And I'm on there as Intuitive Tammi as well. Join me over there where I do live healing, prayers, messages from spirit and heaven as well. And I also do some teaching on there too. So make sure that you're joining me there. I appreciate you. I also have to put this out there. I do private sessions. So if you are looking for one of those, they're 45 minutes long. They're $155. I give a 20% discount if you say that you found me on one of the social media channels. All right, so that is out there. I'm also doing a Unlocking Your Psychic Potential development circle. It's Intuitive Tammi, just like this. Just like on here, at Intuitive Tammi. So yeah, so we're also doing that. I'm pulling that together because I have started encountering people that wanted to, come in and come together in circle and, get some community and, some training and also some, what do you call them? We'll do like breakout rooms where you can practice. That's it, some practice. Because a lot of people, are looking for that. And I know that because I was looking for it myself when I started on this journey. And so I'm creating that. And we're going to start up in October. Was it? Yeah, October. Because I was going to do September, but I'm traveling to the end of the month. And I had a whole bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of traveling this month. And so in next month, I think I have a little bit, and it's my husband's birthday, so there's just a lot going on. So I thought that October would be a great time to start that. And that is going to be like, we're going to meet weekly for about 1.5 to 2 hours. We're going to come together in circle. So if you need support and community, especially if you are in this arena, the spirituality arena where you're doing different things, you're an astrologer or whatever, and you want some support and you need help, opening up your gifts and this kind of thing. And so this is what this circle is. I also have it on Eventbrite. So if you're on Eventbrite, it is Unlocking Your Psychic Potential Development Circle. All right, and that's starting in October, and it's $100 a month, US dollars, which is really cheap for all that you're gonna get. And you'll get, we'll meet on Zoom. I also will have a private Facebook group if that's something that you enjoy. And then I'll have something either set up on Vox or Telegram, one of those things, so that you can connect. And then I'm also always available on Messenger, TikTok Messenger, Facebook Messenger, even Instagram Messenger. I'm available on all those places. And yeah, So I'm excited about that. So if that's something that you are looking for, make sure that you reach out to me. You can reach out to me on any of those platforms. But again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And watch the next video that's going to be suggested for you. All right, so thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate y'all coming, and I appreciate you watching some more videos for me and help me to monetize. I need watch hours. I have all the subscribers, but I still welcome those. But I need watch hours so that I can monetize on this platform and help me continue to do this work and help people, you know? So again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. It is 111 where I am. Y'all know what that means.